What's up, y'all?
Hello.
Hello.
All right. So last time we left off with everybody going to bed, and well, except Gerard, who is notably not here. His picture will stand in for him, and we will proceed with the adventure. Everybody was planning a trip north to the border of Vixeland and a neighboring nation called Brideland, and they were all gathered at Draythalon's house. Man, there's a lot of weird words in this adventure.
There is. Don't ask me to pronounce any
Vonphian,
of it.
Brideland, Draythalon, Illimathri.
I will
That's
not
just
be able to
Dungeons and
pronounce it.
Dragons.
That's just D&D.
I was gonna say fantasy world will always have the weirdest names, and I personally
it's
come
true.
up with the weirdest names.
Whatever. All right, everybody ready to wake up in the morning?
Hell yeah!
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
All right. So morning comes. Gerard is just sort of standing ominously in a corner. You can't quite tell if he's powered on or off at this point in time, but he's there. Who gets up first? Probably Illimathri, because she only needs 4 hours of rest.
Yeah.
Sure.
She would definitely be up and probably trying to figure out how to best go about this, and if I'm going to need more backup or not.
Oh shit! Yes. It's a little late.
I think Dre
Well-
would get up quite early after Illimathri and get mosey on downstairs. Hey, Illa, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go practice for a bit. I have a feeling we're gonna need to take out a few targets at the site, and I'll go outside and just start hitting some tin cans or something.
All right.
I think
Okay.
Getsu would come down after that in his fox form. Morning.
Morning, Getsu.
Did you sleep well?
As well as I could. You know, still finding out that my best client of the past 15 years hasn't read a single word of my documents is still baffling, because for all you know, I own you.
Yes, I suppose you're correct about that. I will have to go over and look at these documents again, if you...
Don't
Would be
worry,
so
when we
kind.
have the downtime, I will go through every single one of our contracts and make sure I didn't make a loophole that you can't get out of, because as much as I love you, Gatsu, and you are a great client, I'm at a point where I don't want to own your soul.
I understand. It's probably for the best that I know what I'm signing. Other than you, I don't really read much, so... And by read much, I mean I don't ever really get put into situations where I would actually need to.
In the middle of this conversation, you guys might just hear a gunshot followed by ting.
Getsu's ears like point up at that. What was that?
It's Dre, he's practicing right now because he's making sure his sights are properly lined up, or whatever gunsmiths do.
Raven would have come downstairs after Getsu at some point, but not said anything.
Raven's just standing there ominously as well.
Exactly.
On purpose, though.
Exactly.
Illimathri will kind of like look around to get like just look around the room, and she sees you. Jesus
Guess whose
It's
tails
too
are up.
early in the morning.
Is it?
You know, you're right. It's not. I haven't even had coffee yet, so who the fuck knows?
Ah,
Speaking of which,
yes.
I need a cup.
I would also like some.
I'd assume this is where Ketla would
Uh,
come down, but I think that's up to Tyler there.
I was gonna say, looking around, do we see Ketla at all?
Yeah, she just came down the stairs and she's kind of bustling around. Here's a gunshot goes off and go, oh, I see Dre's outside practicing.
Yes.
So I've been told. Does he do that often?
When he has time.
I see. Have you
I mean,
fed
if he's-
the animals yet?
No, haven't fed the ponies yet.
Getsu looks at the window.
Gatsu, use the door. Don't jump out of windows.
Fine. You would jump out of a window if you could. He'll transform back into his regular form.
We are in civil hospitality. You can leap out of whatever windows you want to, but not in the house
Fine.
of coworkers, clients. I don't know you well enough to call you friends yet, but I'll get to that later in the paperwork.
I suppose I shall wait. What are we having for breakfast, by the way? Are we having breakfast?
Etla's going to be like, well, yeah, I was going to make some breakfast.
Really? What kind of breakfast?
Oh, steak and eggs and things that we kobolds like to eat.
Steak. It's been a long while since I've had steak. Cooked, at least.
If you don't want it cooked, I don't have to cook it for you.
No, please.
Okay.
I'll have it cooked.
At this point, I would come back in and lay my gun against the counter and just say, "Oh, are we having steak for breakfast?"
Yes, they'll be cooked.
You can just leave mine raw, please, honey.
You willingly eat yours raw.
Yes, who doesn't?
I don't. Not on purpose, anyway.
What do you think these teeth are for? And I'll open my mouth.
Fair enough.
Ilamathri will rub the bridge of her nose, and idly she flicks her hand, and a coin appears in between her fingers, and she starts just rolling the coin in between her fingers. It is too early. It is too early.
For
For
yes,
this.
coffee.
Oh, sure.
If you-
Let me go get you guys some coffee. Do you guys like it strong, decaf? How do you guys like your coffee?
As strong as you can make it. I have a feeling today is going to be a long day.
No coffee for me.
Sure. Let me get a pot going for you. Well, Ketla does breakfast for us all. Speaking of which, honey, are you all ready to go?
I'm ready.
You got all your potions made? I think we might have need of them when we get there.
He's like, oh, yes, they're in my satchel. It's just by the door there.
Perfect. Oh, yeah, Ilamathri. Ketla will be joining us. Yeah, she'll be joining us. She brings a lot to the table.
It was a pleasure to have you, but who's taking care of the ponies? Are you going to leave them here by themselves?
There's a neighbor about 5 acres west of us that what I need, they'd come and take care of Tristan and the ponies.
I see. Then I must bid them adieu. He'll just walk out.
Ketla's gonna turn and be like, no steak?
I'll come back.
Okay. She'll look over at Gerard, who's still standing motionless in the corner. And she's gonna look at Dre and be like, does that one eat?
Apparently not. And he doesn't even like premium oil either.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I offered him the regular standard or premium, but he went with the standard.
That's just strange. Anyway, here's your steak. How would you like your eggs, hun?
We'll just do them poached for me. Poached soft. You know I like them runny.
Okay. Of course. And
So
she
we'll walk back in. I've returned.
and she starts Dre's eggs, and she'll look at Getsu and be like, "How would you like your steak?"
I don't know, actually.
Medium rare it is.
That will do.
It's a good choice for him. I will have mine medium rare as well, please. And eggs sunny side
Excellent.
up.
No
What's a
problem.
sunny side?
Sunny side up is the way that it's cooked, my dear Gatsu.
Does he also not know how to cook?
He kind of wiggles his tails a little bit. I don't really need to.
How do
Usually
you-
everything I eat is raw.
Oh, you eat raw food too. Why don't you try your steak raw? It's really good with a little bit of the herbs blend we have here.
Really?
It's
I would-
really
Much like to try it cooked for once.
well. You heard him, honey.
However, I'm not exactly sure how you make your eggs. Sunny side?
So, what she's going to do with sunny side eggs is she's just going to cook the bottom of them and cook them all the way through without flipping them. So you could take a piece of your steak and dip it into the yolk.
Let's just try that as well.
Ketla sort of looks very weirded out in the moment and turns her head to you and nods and goes, "Oh, okay," and cracks 4 sunny side eggs onto the grill, looks at Raven and goes, and how about for you?
Anything's fine.
Anything? Okay.
Anything really.
Cracks 2 more eggs on the grill. And has a bunch of steaks on the grill. And yeah.
Ketla, I do have one task for you to do once we pass through Vonphian again. We will be stopping
okay.
at my workshop. I just need you to sign a small contract, just saying that you're on my payroll for this job.
Oh no, I am a PhD student at the Vixeland Academy. I don't need your money right now. I live with Dre's income.
Just, honey, just sign it off to the university like I did. Sign off all the income to the university.
Okay.
As a business owner and as a practical person of responsibility, I do pay those who work for me. So it is only fair that you get a share in what happens if you will be joining us.
Very, very well then. I will sign it away to the academy. She goes back and finishes cooking all your breakfasts.
Great. Perfect. And she kind of mumbles to herself, "More money out of my pocket, but it's fine." It's...
I walk over to Lamothri and I pour a glass. I bring the what would be considered a beer stein and I just put it on the table. You said you wanted it strong. Just tell me when to stop pouring, and I'll just start pouring it. And keep
wait.
pouring.
And I wait.
Keep pouring. And I keep
Like,
pouring.
As soon as like there's surface tension, I tell you to stop.
And then I just kind of look over at you. I'm gonna stop there, and I'm just gonna be very careful not to bump anything as I go around and fill everybody's cup of coffee.
You see Ilmathri pick it up and just glug, 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 sets it down.
When you get to Getsu, he'll lean into you and go, "You probably would want her to have that much."
It sounds like I do. I will whisper back.
It's in all of our best interests if she's on her. Well, I don't want to say happiest of mornings, but as happy as she can be.
As you guys are talking, Gerard like lurches into motion and like walks over to the table.
Well, I see you're awake.
Good morning. How is everyone?
Doing fine this morning, thank you.
I've just learned what Sunnyside means.
Oh, I see.
This is new.
Are we ready to leave?
We're just in the middle of breakfast right now, good sir.
Oh yes, breakfast. I'll wait outside.
Yes, I must see what these Sunnyside. El Matre, did you know that they do this Sunnyside? This is new to me.
My dear Getsu. Sometimes I wonder how you have been alive for so long.
Sheer will and hatred.
And I'm
Raven
assuming
nods.
a mass amount of dumb luck.
More or less, yes. Also, I don't
As you
leave
guys are
people
talking.
alive.
As you guys are talking, Ketla comes around with plates and hands Ilamathri a plate, hands Raven a plate, and then walks up to Getsu and puts it down in front of him and hands him a fork and knife to like very visibly be like, yeah, you use these to eat it.
He'll look down at it. Thank you. And then he'll take the fork and knife like he has actually used it before.
Okay.
So, how do I eat this?
Cat, you can
cut
explain
into
to him.
You cut the steak into pieces, and then you dunk them in the egg yolk, and you eat that.
I see. He'll stare at it, and then he'll transform into his fox form and just start eating it that way.
That's okay. He's gonna eat like that, Ketla. I apologize as she gives me my plate, but I have work to do before we leave, and I'll just turn my plate into my open mouth and chew on it. I'm just like, sorry, honey, I have to go make some stuff in the basement before we go.
Oh, that's quite okay.
And I'll take off to the basement. To which I'm going to make what is it? A thing of basic poison.
Okay.
I might enjoy this. I'll have to get this at the next place we stop. You're a wonderful cook, by the way.
The food is delicious, Ketla.
When do we think we'll be leaving?
Well, once we're done eating and once Dre is done crafting or brewing or whatever he is doing, we shall be on the road back to Vonphis. There
Alright.
we will supply at my warehouse. I have to get some things, make sure Ketla is properly signed on to this job, resupply anything, and make sure that my business is not going to go up in flames as we are gone, and then any last minute shopping we must do. Then we will be heading to the border to hopefully find Thrall.
About an hour later, when you guys all are done eating, I'll come up and I'll close the door behind me and lock it. Well, I'm ready to go. We just need to make one stop as we're going.
I'm
We're at-
prepared.
It's just down. It is. You remember that first turnoff, or that turnoff right before we got to my turnoff? I just need to go to that house for 10 minutes. I need to drop Tristan off, and I need to grab something.
All right.
I can meet you guys in the city too. We wouldn't be long far behind you guys.
All right. That sounds fair. I will take these 4, and then I will meet at my business. I'll make sure the proper paperwork is all ready to go for Ketla, and we are supplied and stocked for the journey.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
I will stand up. I will take my dishes to the counter. Would you like me to rinse these, or is just placing them here fine?
I can take care of that. You have running water, I assume.
Yes. Do you know how
Ketla
to wash?
will nod too.
Do you
He'll
don't know how to wash dishes? You don't know how to read.
I am one with the water.
Oh no.
If you break any of my dishes,
He's gonna walk over to the sink, turn it on, and he's just gonna cast shape water to clean the dishes.
If anything breaks, you will be compensated for it.
When have I ever broken anything, El Matre? Unless you count human lives.
I could count the amount of vases, china sets, and let's see. How many heirlooms have you broken of nobles?
Well, that's a different story. They're nobles. I'll break anything of theirs.
That is my
It's
point.
understandable.
You're the only exception to the rule. The rest
not
of them
even-
can burn.
I'm not even nobility, my dear.
You're noble to me, and that's all that counts. There,
You still
the
know
dishes are clean.
how flattery works. And she'll kind of smirk and walk out to the car.
well, I guess that's our time to go. All right, let's go, honey. We got to stop by the Schmidt's house on the way. We got to drop Tristan off.
Tristan, you're the closest friend that I've made in the last 24 hours. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I was
he'll
going
walk
to be
up to
hurt,
you.
but I was going to be
Tristan
hurt by
looks
that
at you,
statement,
yeah.
but you know.
So,
Since you
Tristan
stated
looks
that
at you.
24 hours.
Yeah, I gotta add in that 24-hour part.
Tristan is just like, huh? Licks
Yes,
Getsu and then turns around.
One for my own heart. A real friend.
As I walk outside, I call Tristan with me and point to the bike, which Lamathri, if you take a look, it has a new attachment. It has it's not a human-sized side buggy, but it has a small
Just a
buggy
little-
on this. It's a little dog-sized buggy.
That is adorable. That
That's
is
so
so
cute.
It's
adorable.
fantastic.
And as I point to the bike and tell Tristan to go, you just see Tristan just wag his tail and run over and hop in the little side buggy and just sit down.
Aww.
Ketla walks over to the shop and you hear an engine rev up and then she comes out on her own bike.
Also,
I
for
couldn't-
those who have the resources merit, you do earn your daily thing because it is a new day.
Thank you.
Yes.
Just as a reminder to help you out, Kai.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Adding
Because I was like,
10
wait, hold up.
I got paid. Yes, you got paid. I'm leaving that to you guys to track. I'm not handing you your money.
You got you
That's
gotta
so
be
valid.
you gotta be good at tracking your money in D&D.
You really have to. Honestly,
All
it's
right.
rare that I have money in D&D, so I'm like making sure I'm watching it like a hawk.
You know,
Meanwhile, I have a wizard in
Valid.
3.5 that almost has 2 million gold pieces.
jeez.
Meanwhile, me as always, just has characters who are broke as shit.
Funny,
Man,
I-
same.
I've been lucky. The first campaign that I've had more than 5 platinum was Amonkhet, and then that character died.
Oh.
My
Miss
characters
Amanda.
are
Have to do
just
Sidra.
perpetually broke or criminals. There's no other option.
High level gameplay 3.5 tends to make you really, 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 really rich.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
all the enemies
I
have a
level up to
Very
plus.
fair.
All enemies have a +6 longsword, and there's 20 of them.
That's
Yeah.
so true.
All right. So Ketla's just pulled out of the shop on her bike, then pulls it up beside Dre's. She's got a messenger bag on her one shoulder, and she's got her pistol at her hip, and she's ready to go.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you, honey, for having your pistol on you. I forgot Lilith, so I'll go back inside and grab my 22.
Lilith, did we not meet someone?
I think it's a
Oh.
weapon, Getsu.
He names his weapons.
A lot of people do.
Interesting. He'll look down at his gauntlet. What should your name be?
You can decide in the car.
I will have to think long about this. I've never
No.
named a weapon before. Does it speak to you when it wants to be named?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Maybe some of
you have
them
a-
do.
Getsu.
Raven, do you have a name for your weapons?
Sort of, but I don't want to exactly say it, so.
Is it vulgar?
No, it's just personal.
I understand.
They're
I should
the
name-
hopeful end goal for them.
An Engo.
Ominous. I love it.
So
I will definitely think about this.
I'll walk back out with my 22 on my shoulder. All right, I got Lilith. I will let us head out. As I
How did
close
you
the front
name
door
her?
lock. I don't know. I just like the name. I say a
I see.
character.
You named yours because you like the name, and you named yours because it has a go. There's much to ponder here. And he'll turn into his fox form and go into the back of the car.
Raven, if you would like to sit up front, you are more than welcome to. Gerard can sit in the back, power down, do whatever he wishes to do because we have a long drive ahead of us. Back to
Alright.
Vonphian.
Gerard will climb into the back seat behind Raven, and yeah,
I will make sure that Getsu is comfortable enough and not tearing holes in the carpets of my car again before I start heading back to Vonphian.
all right.
As we're driving down the road,
Did
me
we
and
ever
Kevin,
decide on a name?
for what?
Did we ever decide on a name for your follower, Tibbs?
I don't think so. I am currently scrolling through our conversations, so that will be a minute.
All good.
Let's use a placeholder name of Bob.
As we're driving, you'll see Kettle and
Not
Dre
Bob.
take off down a dirt road about 5 kilometers down the highway, and just wave at you guys as you guys drive by.
Gets to wave his tail at you.
Which one? Or both?
Both of them, both different directions. He even wiped the windshields. It's a win-win situation for everyone.
Kyler, on the spot, are my neighbors humans or what are they?
They are halflings.
Halflings. Okay, perfect.
Aw.
So it's same height as them. Got it.
Yeah.
As I pull
We
into
have
the
so much in
as I
common.
pull into the driveway, I'll leave my bike on as I get off, and I'll just kind of shout name off the top, halfling name.
Gregory.
Gregory, come out here for a second.
He opens the door and he comes out in his bare feet and short pants and shirt and suspenders, smoking a pipe.
I need you to watch.
He
Tristan.
looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, no problem. I was just gonna ask."
Need you to watch the horse, take care of the ponies, and watch Tristan while we're gone. Also, I'm gonna need something from you. I know you have a stockpile of ammunition in your garage. Can I grab some of that?
Oh yeah, yes, for sure.
Thank you. I just need the key to unlock
like-
it, please.
He reaches into his pouch and pulls out a heavy iron key and hands it over to you.
Thank you, sir. I will leave you at that. Tristan, go hang out with Uncle Gregory.
Tristan hops out of the car, follows you to the garage, and just like sits there giving you the biggest puppy eyes.
I'm sorry. I will be back soon, okay? You can't do this to me every time.
But Dad.
He
Father.
sort of pouts, turns around, and like walks over to Gregory.
I'll grab a couple. I'll grab a box of ammunition, which I couldn't find anywhere in the book that has how much a box is, but I'd assume it'd be at least 30 rounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll just grab a box of rounds, and I will just put it in the sidecar. Lock the door
Sounds
and
good.
hand the key back to Gregory.
It's 10 rifled rounds is 3 GP, so it's your call.
Yeah, that's
How
fine.
much you want to bring?
How much I want to bring? Cool. You said how much per 3 GP? 10?
10 rounds.
Oh, I was gonna drop 30 gold on it anyways, so I'll drop that down to 15 gold and bring, what is that, 50 rounds.
50 rounds. Okay.
Yeah. So I just say that's two containers of ammo, and I'll lug them in where Tristan was sitting, and I will cover it so it's not seen by the city.
Valid.
That is a good call.
Yeah.
You're a scholar, not a fucking soldier. Why do you have 50 rounds of fucking ammunition on you?
Just in case we start a small war.
Okay.
Gregory, those questions are better left unanswered. I may be a scholar, but some of the stuff I have to do for the school, there's a reason they send me.
Oh, okay. I'll just take care of the ponies and Tristan for you. I won't ask too many questions.
Perfect.
Sorry
That's
about that, Dre.
sounds good, and I'll throw him 2 gold coins for taking care of everything. I know this isn't much, but I'll pull some more I'll grab some more from the bank on my way home.
Okay, no problem. And he smokes his pipe a little bit more and goes inside and calls Tristan, who like pauses in the doorway and gives you this like, "Are you sure I can't come with you, Dad?" Look.
I'll shoo him into the house.
Just, Father, I crave violence.
I'll shoo Tristan into the house, and I'll get back on my bike and just look over at Ketla. Well, I got the ammunition. Are you ready to go into town?
She'll nod and motion for you to take the lead, and she'll follow.
I take the lead, and as soon as we get onto the main highway, I gun it like 30 over the speed limit.
Naturally.
If
What other speed are we gonna go?
if Mothri's going the speed limit, I'm pretty sure we'll catch up to her before we get to the city.
How is Ilya as a driver?
She goes about 5 over the speed limit. She doesn't like follow it to a T, but she also knows that unwanted attention from any city guard is not a good
Cool.
look. So
That's fair.
So as soon as we catch up to you, I will pull up behind you guys. You might see me coming from a long ways away because the bikes are loud, and just and then slowing right down to being right behind you guys.
Lightning. No, that's not a good name. Thunder. No. You do a lot of shocking. This is a lot harder than you all made it seem to be.
that's why I don't name my weapons. I just take them.
That's understandable.
Spark. Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
That's
I love it. Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
That's his real name.
Illumathri kind of looks up in the mirror to look at you and goes, "You are a very unique individual, Getsu."
You see his ears just perk up.
I assume, I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why I keep hiring you.
I keep a low
Nothing's-
profile.
And no day is the same with you.
You are correct. You are very correct. Sparky Boom Gauntlet agrees. I am changing that in my character sheet, by the way.
Illumathri kind of brings a hand up to kind of try to stifle a laugh. I swear you will be the death of me one of these days, Getsu.
I surely hope not. I'd be out of work. Also, you're a good friend. I wouldn't want to lose you.
I appreciate that, Getsu. All right.
All right, so you guys get back to Vonphian. Y'all get back into Vonphian and to Illumathri's workshop or warehouse. Sorry. And yeah, what do you need to do there other than sign Ketla off on the paperwork?
First, I need to find Eros and make sure he can hold down the fort while I'm gone for who knows how long. And then I need to go to my personal trunk in my office and gather my gun, new pair of shoes, because I'm not
Be a
going to
good
be
idea.
not going into any fucking ruins with these 4-inch red stilettos.
Oh, but you're
Them
not a
foreign
It's
you're
not
not
very
a
practical for anything, honestly.
you're not a girly girl who wears stilettos everywhere.
I am a girly girl when it comes to talking my way out of things and talking my way into things. I cannot talk my way into not falling off the edge of an archaeology dig.
You know what? That's valid.
I cannot say
Ladders
stop
and
the
4-inch
gravity.
stilettos. Oh. Yeah, you're going to be glad that you took those off. I fully believe this. Also, you're riding north into the desert away from the floodplains, so yeah, it's going to be nasty.
Yeah. And I will make sure I grab the appropriate shoes for this trek. And by shoes, I mean the one shoe and the 1 foot that I need.
Valid.
Before making sure that my office is locked and changing said foot and shoe.
All right. Eros, he's a tiefling, right?
Mephistopheles tiefling, yes.
Yes. Okay. He looks at you. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're good around here, boss. Don't worry about it."
All right. I have no idea how long this is going to be.
Do you have a time frame after which I should start looking?
Well, to get to the border of Vikesland, and that's what, 2-day drive?
2 days.
Probably is going to take a good part of a day, if not a full day or two, to find him and get rid of him. And then the 2 days back, so I'd say 4 days, send a messenger. You don't get a response by the 7th. Send a party with you in it, preferably. I know that the boys around here can hold things down as well as they can while you're gone, but if anything happens
Yeah.
to me, I'd rather you find me than anyone else.
Understood. We'll keep things running. No new contracts while you're away, as usual. And good luck. I hope I don't have to come find you.
Yeah. Oh, make sure you get the proper tithes and payments.
Of course.
Try to get more than usual. This is going to be a very expensive job, and we're going to need the extra cash.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Hey, boss.
Yeah.
You got your gun, right?
Yes, I'm going to make sure I rub it in his face before I unload the full clip into it.
Oh, good.
Thrill is not going to be a problem anymore, and he has been such a thorn in my ass. It is about time to get rid of it.
Well, best of luck, and I hope you don't need me, but if you do, you can always find me here.
Oh, one more thing. If anyone from the Cabal come, let them know I will be out of town. But they are more than welcome to reach out through the book that they gave me. So,
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
thank you. And
Shipping business
as
as
always,
usual.
Yep.
Okay.
And remember, no one goes into my office other than you.
Of course not. Of course. And he grins and pulls a necklace out with the key on it and slides it back into his shirt.
Good. Well, I know you're gonna run this place just fine, but be sure to bloody some knuckles if anyone tries to pull a fast one on us.
Oh, you can count on it, boss.
Also, if you do end up killing anybody this time while I'm gone, please make sure you dispose of the bodies properly. Last time the guards walked in and you were trying to hide it, that was a lot of paperwork on my end.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I learned my lesson. Slit the belly, throw it in the river.
Yes. Quick, easy, and sends a message.
Jesus.
All right, I've got everything. Ketla, I need to see you in my office. This way, please.
Oh, okay. And she like, as she is, you say this as she's like walking sideways through the door. His wingspan. It's not quite as big as Dre's, but it's still big enough to make doorways awkward.
This is a simple formality. As I said earlier, you are more than welcome to read it. I promise there is no soul binding contract here. It's just for papers and papers alone saying that I will pay you for the job that you are doing. You can choose
Okay.
to redirect it to the university. You are more than welcome to redirect it to whoever you want. It's just making sure that you get paid.
Okay. And she will take the paperwork and just read through every word of it, flip it over,
like
check
that.
for a second page, and then she'll like ask for a pen and sign it.
I slide over quill and ink.
He's like, "Oh, you're fancy."
I try to be.
Puts the quill in the ink and signs, puts the quill away.
All right, very well. I roll it up. I slide it back in the drawer. After you.
She'll turn around and sort of like, is it a single door or double doors into your office?
It's double.
Okay, so she walks out normally.
It's a. My office is fucking fancy.
I figured you're a fancy bitch.
Hell yeah.
I figured you had a fancy bitch
Oh,
office.
yeah.
Some of those doors you can kick open, like cowboys used to kick open the swinging bar doors.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or is it like Aragorn through the doors into fucking Theoden's hall?
It's more just fucking huge, lavish, like mahogany doors with
Oh,
gold and
It's
red
mahogany.
trim.
I love that.
Nice. Very nice, very nice. Okay, as you're leaving, Eros is just like, oh, hey, boss, and like flips you a lucky silver coin.
Catch
You like,
it.
take that for luck.
Hopefully, I won't need it, but thanks anyway. I give him a wink and I walk out. And I call over my shoulder, boys, don't give Eros too hard of a time, please, or I will break your knees.
Eros is like, you'll have to beat me to it, boss.
We can do it twice.
Good.
Guess
good,
I will
good
wave
call.
at them. It was good seeing you all again. Till next time.
The dock workers and stuff just kind of like give a quick wave, and Eros nods at you, and yeah. Anywhere else in the city you guys would like to stop before you head out the northern gate?
I don't have anything that I need to buy particularly.
Do you have ammo for your gun? Like backup ammo for your gun on you?
I would have grabbed some. I definitely have
Okay.
a bunch in my office.
Oh, that reminds me. I would have grabbed some for Ketla too, because you mentioned she had a pistol, so I would have grabbed some, like a couple extra clips or something. Whatever. I think pistol uses a clip.
Yeah, it's a 6-shot, so it'd be shells.
Shells. Okay.
Mine's a 5-shooter, and I'd probably bring around 10 clips, just as in case, or like 10
Oh, yeah.
clips, not like full boxes.
Oh yeah, that means mine would be a clip too because it's 4. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
As she sits down, you guys, instead of putting her pistol on a holster, you see her put it up on the dash, and it is this beautiful silver-plated 5-barreled revolver with
Oh.
floral engravings along the barrel and down the handle. And on the top and the bottom of the handle in bright gold, it says Thrall. That has been etched out and put Illa next to it.
Ooh, fancy.
Fancier than my wooden stocked gun.
How did you carve that into your gun? I'd like to do the same for Sparky Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
That is never not going to be funny.
Sparky Boom Gauntlet is the best weapon name ever.
I'm not going to be able to say it
Pretty
without
fantastic.
laughing.
It is
We've
just
got
fucking
Everybody's just
gold.
gonna immediately laugh.
I can't wait for Frankie's first time hearing it.
I know.
He is going to lose his shit.
Frankie
He is
is
going
Link?
to lose his shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Frankie is Link.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Yes, I would like to etch my name into it.
I had one of the boys do it. Not long after Thrill gave me this as payment, or more collateral. I had one of the boys permanently remind him of that he will never get it back.
I'll have to ask your boys to do the same for me. I'd want Getsume, the river's shadow, right across the top here.
Just like
Pretty
written
sure they
across
can
the
do that.
knuckles.
Yes. So then when they're experiencing my lightning, they'll remember the name.
I'll be branded into them at that point.
Exactly.
Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
We've got Lilith on one hand, and then Sparky Boom Gauntlet on the other hand.
The duality of D&D.
You have two wolves inside you. One is Lilith. One is Sparky Boom Gauntlet. Can one of the listeners please make that into a meme? Please.
Please.
Admin listeners, please make that into a meme. We need
Sparky Boom
Please.
Gauntlet. Lilith.
All right. So we're going to carry on now. We're going to try to regain composure. All right. Carrying on. As you guys are heading out to the northern gate, because nobody had any other stops they had to make, Gerard is just sitting in the back. You presume meditating or something. He's not really saying anything. He's just preparing himself for combat.
Understandable.
As we drive, I will say to Getsu and Raven, I know it is a long day ahead of us on the road. It's probably going to be a couple of days, but I should reiterate no casualties unless need be, please. I don't know how brutal you can get, Raven, but try to keep bloodshed to a minimum.
A very loud sigh in the back.
Unless it is thrall and noble blood. You know my rules, Getsu.
I can accept these terms. The only blood I wish to spill is a nobleman anyway.
So, Raven, where did you come from? Never really specified.
The underground of this city. The storm sewers. Doesn't need saying
Fascinating.
beyond that.
Given your stature, I can definitely see that it fits. No insult at all. Just you are very secretive and not reclusive, but very to yourself, and I respect that. I will definitely keep you in mind for future jobs, if need be.
I can't wait to see you fight. I'm very interested.
I'm sure you will see at some point.
Good.
After all, if we find nobles, I'm not against joining you in that.
We have much in common. Then let's spill nobleman blood. Where appropriate.
Kind of look at Gerard to see if he has any response to just us openly talking about spilling noble blood.
He's not saying or doing anything. He's just sitting there, like, meditating on the balance.
I think he's powered off.
You guys have a remembrance of him saying that, remember, balance cuts both ways.
Wise words. Wise words indeed.
I'm not too worried about it.
You see in your rear view mirror, get to like lean against the back of the chair, and you see the top of his mask lift up and then quickly come back down. And then he turns back around. How much longer, by the way?
A couple of days.
Are we
Are we
there
there
yet?
I look in the rear view mirror at Gatsu kind of wide-eyed as the almost glimpse underneath the mask. A couple of days. We will be stopping for the night when we can. Bathroom breaks and whatnot as needed.
All right.
I'm going to look in my rear view mirror because you're following me, right, Dre?
Yeah, I'd probably be like 20 yards behind you.
I'm going to cast message through my earring, and you hear my voice clear as day. We'll be stopping for the night when we get to a city, town, in whatever. Just letting you know, I'm not driving through the night.
But I would know how sending works, and you can't. I wouldn't be able to reply, but you would see in the rearview mirror. I'd just give you a thumbs up.
Perfect. I am keeping an eye out around, making sure that we're not being tailed and keeping just a general eye on the surroundings.
Cool. Yeah, you guys have nobody following you while you're driving.
Can I roll an intelligence to see how much Getsu learns to read?
I did
Do
give him
you have
that
your
fu-
children's book? Okay. Yeah, roll me. Because you're distracted and you want to be sticking your head out the window to watch the world go by, roll me intelligence at disadvantage.
Okay. That is very fair. Let me see. Did that do it? Let's go.
Oh,
Let's fucking go.
Hell
Getsu is
yeah.
a very specific type of smart.
All right. Getsu, you have learned how to read as well as a 3-year-old.
You just hear him in the back go, fog. Fog.
For a second, I thought he was going to say fuck, and I was like, what kind of book is he reading?
I don't know, but I would like it.
Once you hit about
He's-
young adult level reading, then I can give you that book.
He's reading the book called "Go the Fuck to Sleep."
I can sleep. I s- can I can sleep. And then you hear him pass out.
Alrighty.
I whisper barely loud enough for Raven to hear me. Has it been that easy for so long?
Just make him read something.
Strain his brain a bit.
Make him think. Okay, got it.
Have him read a contract, and he'll be passed the fuck out in no
Just
time.
knocked out. It'd be so easy.
All right. So the first day goes by like pretty uneventfully. There's hardly any traffic on this road. You went out of the northern gate. If you guys zoom way the hell in on the area around Vonphian, you should see a ping there on map.
Yes.
That's about where you're gonna be spending the night, right at the top of the O.
Right here?
Yeah, right about there.
Perfect.
And where on here are we going?
Just up in
Right
up
here?
in
Okay.
that area. Yeah, roughly there.
So we're here and we're going
Just across the border.
Okay.
So you made good time. It'll take just under another day to get up there.
Perfect.
The terrain is going progressively rougher as you go. This is like the major route, but you're getting towards like more mountains and it's getting like hillier. It's more like Badlands at this point.
Hmm. Not exactly fond of this.
It's better than anything, I suppose. Or better than nothing, I should say. I need to stop anyway. My eyes are growing tired, and highway hypnosis is getting to me.
Yeah, that's a mood.
Mm-hmm.
Illa will find a spot to park.
There's a village that's not terribly far away. No major cities along this route until you get into Greatland, but there is a village not terribly far away.
I'll cast message again over to Dre. We'll be stopping in this closest village here, staying the night, hoping they have an inn or hotel, motel, something for us to sleep.
I'll give a thumbs up. Would I have been in this area before? Would I be familiar with it, Kai, as a kind of a archaeologist?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
You've been out this way before.
I'll look over. I'll just kind of slow down, and you'll see this, Elemonthra, if you're watching. I'll slow down right beside Ketla, and I'll just kind of, while I'm on my bike, still lean over and just shout, even though I'm right next to Ketla, shout, "We're stopping at this city. Where do you want to stay? Do you want to stay at that hotel we stayed at last time?"
Ketla will just nod and like she's less confident on her bike than you are. She hasn't been out of the city nearly as much as you have, so she's paying more attention to driving. But she'll like look over a little bit and nod and be like, "Yeah, that sounds good."
Perfect, and then I'll speed up. I'll sit back in my chair very lazily as I'm very confident on my bike, just kind of in cruise mode. Just taking a sight of the surroundings.
All right. Do you have goggles on or something to keep the dust from getting in your eyes?
I
Or
have.
do you have
I
like
would,
an extra eyelid?
no, I would have. Me and Ketla would probably both have goggles. I have a pair of like aviator sunglasses for normal, but for bikes, I would assume we would have goggles. Like you'd be kind of stupid not to.
Okay, yeah.
Be a
like
little
that.
rough.
It would be like tinted goggles too, because we're kobolds.
Perfect. Sunlight sensitivity and all that.
Yep.
I love how we have 2 party members with sunlight sensitivity and an NPC that follows the party with sunlight sensitivity. And you're playing in the middle of a desert kingdom.
Yeah, it's gonna be
You
a
know-
fun time.
I've
Hey.
got my fancy shades. We're good.
He has his
It's gonna be
shades.
fun.
I have these goggles for sniping. I have a pair of sunglasses for normal. Ketla has a pair of sunglasses for every day.
We're good to go.
I'd like to. I think these goggles would be also multi-purpose for combat or adventuring type things too, not just like going deep into somewhere with glasses that could fall off your face.
Very fair.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys pull over in this little village. They've got like a motel on one side of the road and like a food stand or 2 on the other side of the road as you pull into the village. Obviously there's more than that, but like that's sort of the big things as you pull off the main highway.
I'll kind of slow down and motion for Dre to come up closer to my car to talk. Is there a place you recommend here? Seems like you've been here before.
Yeah. Don't stay at that motel, and I'll point over to the one right beside us. I found bugs in the room last time I was there. Someone in this class, use yourself. Follow me, and I'll lead you a little deeper into town.
I'll follow.
Something a little bit nicer.
Right, so yeah, you guys pull up to a place that Dre leads you to called the Badlands Inn. It may not look like much, but Dre assures you it has the best service and the best rooms.
And little did the party members know is that other motel is the one that I pissed off the barkeep. Remember we talked about my minor enemy? I thought about it. Barkeep at a tavern because it's not supposed to be impactful in the story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, barkeep at an inn. And it'll be that inn.
That one specifically.
I love it.
What you don't know, Blood, is he's related to barkeeps all over Vonphian. He has listed you all over Vonphian.
It's the fucking god.
Nurse Joy.
I was gonna say Nurse
Yes,
Joy, Police Officer Jenny,
Yeah,
the fucking
it's exactly
cat
that.
guy,
Also,
the merchant from
moment of
Avatar where he just
silence
switches
for the.
hats.
Oh yeah, moment of silence for the actress who played Jessie and Misty. She passed away
yeah.
yesterday or 2 days ago.
Who voice acted her?
Yeah, she passed away 2 days ago. So that sucks.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, that's a great way for me to wake up in the morning.
Right.
Now I gotta go watch the original Pokemon.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you guys pull up to the Badlands Inn. A chauffeur comes out and not chauffeur, a valet comes out and looks at Ela and offers to park the car.
I will get out of the car and hand him the keys. Please be gentle.
He'll nod at you and be like, "Oh, but of course."
I'll give a very polite nod and straighten my dress and walk into the Badlands Inn.
All
right.
before the valet gets in the car, If with everybody still around, I'll look at him and say, can I park my bike in that special spot in back where nobody will see it? And I'll hand him to
He'll nod. It's this burly dwarven man. He can like mostly see over Ila's steering wheel.
Here's two gold coins. Make sure nobody sees the bike. And then
Of course.
I'll nod for Ketla to follow me, and I'll say I'll meet you guys in the bar. To the rest of the party.
Okay.
Very well. I did also take my gun off of the dash and holster it on my leg.
Good plan. And Sparky Boom Gauntlet, I assume, has not left your hand.
No, he'll never leave.
I can barely stand and keep a straight face.
You kind of see Getsu kind of little just holding it to his holding his hand to it, like he's getting ready to use it. He's like looking. Well, his face is looking around. You see his head turned this way and that.
His ears are doing like.
Yeah, Ilya probably know that Getsu's a little uncomfortable. He's like he's like very much so paying attention right now.
You know that.
Raven
noticeably
probably
not
would be
interested in
not much less wary of everything.
Valid.
These two are so similar.
We got the sheltered party members, and then we have the non-sheltered party members.
We have the sheltered but want to murder nobles.
Yes.
And then we have the civilized but sunlight sensitivity ones.
Yes. And then there's Gerard.
And then there's just Gerard. He's the center of the scale as he holds all of us in balance.
He's keeping the balance.
He is the middle of Lilith, and he is in the middle of Lilith, and in the middle of Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
I will turn and look at Raven and Getsu. If it would put you a little more at ease, you can stand closer to me, and I will make sure nothing happens. It's not the first time I've had to hold Getsu's hand through a building.
If anything tries anything, I'll stab it.
And I will shock them.
Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
You know, it's like I'm walking with my own bodyguards at this point. I love it.
If anyone attempts to harm you, let me know, and then they'll also die.
You have enough wary people around you. You just get bodyguards.
I was gonna say Getsu knows Eros very well. I have a feeling you, Raven, and Eros will get along just as well, if not better.
You'll like him. He's real fun, especially if you play punch. You know, bloody knuckles. I lose, but I still like to do it.
Yeah, you do.
Getsu has a negative
Eros is a
one
paladin.
Yeah, Getsu would lose every single time. It's a -1 in strength.
You know, Eros is a paladin, so he is just fucking tank.
He is tank.
Can you have evil or evil lawful paladins in 5e?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, nice. I know 3.
You can have paladins of any alignment in 5e.
Really?
The alignment chart is
Really?
in 5e. The alignment chart is more of like just character creation.
Okay, yeah. I'm so used to it being so rigid. Only monks can only be lawful. Paladins can only be lawful.
Yeah. In 5e, they actually came out with a whole bunch of subclasses for paladin that is like lawful, but also very evil, like Oath of Conquest. It is just rule everything with an iron fist. If you are not the best, you are the worst, and everyone is worse compared to me. That is Oath of Conquest.
That's
it's
for
fantastic.
sure. They're charisma based in 5e too, right? That's
Yeah.
that's a high
Yeah.
charisma class for you.
That's also why I chose him to be Mephistopheles Tiefling, because he gets bonuses to charisma.
Nice.
So good.
All right. So we're at the inn.
Yep.
You're meeting up in the bar. You're walking in, flanked one side Getsu, one side Raven, and behind you, Gerard. So you've got your own little entourage. And like a minute later, from the other door, down the other side of the hallway, Dre and Ketla come through.
I still got guns slinged over my shoulder too.
Yeah.
I'm still in my lovely red and gold dress as we walk in, so like I am just fucking
We stand out.
fancy.
At this
You
point,
have
you
an
just look like
entourage.
nobility walking in the door.
Okay,
Yeah.
what would I forgot to ask, what would Ketla wear for her like going out in adventuring? Would it be something similar to Dre as you saw in the picture? That's kind of
Yeah.
his. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then she's got like a messenger bag over,
Yeah.
like between her wings,
her potion.
her
bag, right?
potion satchel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one that magically grows as she levels up.
Yeah.
You know, details.
The one that gets bigger the more levels she gets.
Quite literally.
It's fantastic. It's great. So you head into the bar / restaurant, I assume?
Yep.
All right. Fantastic. Is this a good time for our human break?
How long are we?
It's been about an
Hour and a half.
hour.
It's been almost an hour and 15 minutes of play.
Do we want to just go for
So-
the 15 and then do a break, or do you want to do a break at the exact halfway point? I'm fine with
Okay.
either of them.
You can do that.
Makes more
That's
sense for the stream too. Keep the stream even on both sides.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So you get into the restaurant bar thing, and there's this little gnome that looks over and sees Dre and goes, "Oh, welcome back, my friend."
What's his name?
Ah,
I know. I'm gonna throw you on the spot for all these
fucking
names.
no.
I'm gonna throw you on the spot. for all-
Terrence.
Terrence. Oh, hey.
His name is Terrence, with a P.
With a
Terrence!
Gnome barkeep Terrence. Wait, what's up, Terrence? How you doing, my little friend?
He looks at you. He's like, "I'm not that much smaller than you, okay?"
Actually, aren't gnomes technically bigger than halflings and kobolds? Aren't I thought they were taller?
I don't know. He's like,
Halflings, gnomes, and kobolds in 5e are all roughly the same height. Maybe
Okay.
differ in a foot or two.
Oh, okay. Because I
he's
know,
like
yeah.
2.5 feet tall.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's my mistake. Again, at 3'5", gnomes are about 3 to 4 feet.
Glorious.
It's all right. It's a learning
Uh,
experience.
So yeah, okay, say that. Yeah, I may not be that much taller than you, but I can still say it.
You don't get many options to say it at that height.
Actually,
You do have a point.
is he? He actually is taller than me. Hold up, I'm only
Oh,
I'm only 2'2", so I'm gonna keep saying that.
My little
He's
friend.
like, "Hey, I'm taller than you." It's
I-
mostly hair that's taller than you because he's got like a big pompadour.
Yeah, well, if I was to stretch out my wings, they would be taller than you. And I'll stretch out.
He's
my
like,
wings.
"Yeah, fine. Come on in. You want the booth in the back?"
Sure. I'll take the booth in the back. And can you get these guys seated at a table beside us?
Yeah, we can do that.
Perfect. And I'll take a stein of whatever beer, and just don't stop them tonight. Whatever Ketla wants, also don't stop her drinks tonight.
Okay. I can do that.
You know the drill.
And
And I'll hand him a bag of
ushers you
5
guys into the back.
and I'll give him 5 gold pieces. That should cover the bill for tonight.
All right. And he like leads you to the back of the restaurant. There's a booth, and he like lets you and Ketla get seated on either side, so you have room to let your wings relax a little bit. And then he like slides a table over beside it with. He's got like a necklace that lets him summon multiple mage hands. So he like summons 4 mage hands, and they just like pick up and move the table.
Man, I want that.
Yeah.
That sounds like an awesome magic item.
Yeah,
Is
it
there any
does.
going?
Can we have that?
Terrence looks at you. He's like, "No, it's mine. How do you think I run this place?"
Raven, just leave Terrence alone. He is going to be bringing us alcohol tonight. And I know, Terrence, you don't want that poisoned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terrence
My
is just
kind of
like,
fellow Terrence.
he's like, "Well, you work in the boonies. You get some interesting types every now and again. What would everybody like to drink tonight?
Whiskey.
Whiskey, like a bottle or like
Yes.
a glass?
A bottle, please.
Okay,
I'll be sipping it throughout the night.
okay. I'm gonna need to see some cash up front from you, sir.
Of course.
How much?
It's for a bottle of whiskey is 20 gold.
I, with a flourish of my hand, I hand him 20 gold.
He looks at it, goes, "Oh, the lady's paying for you. Oh, whatever. Yeah, no worries."
He tilts his head.
You'll just hear Dre kind of do a little under his breath.
Is that not normal? Where I come from, ladies paying for a drink is high class. Are you saying that
He's like,
my lady here is not high class? He'll tilt towards him. Please don't say that.
No. She's classy. It's you I was worried about. I assumed everyone was paying for their own drinks. I didn't realize you two were, a thing.
I will cover
What's the
this
thing?
table for the night.
Oh, you're covering the whole table. Wow, you got some good coin there, lady.
Ilamothri, I've already paid for my drinks for tonight, mine and Catla's. Don't worry about us.
Very well. I'll take a bottle of your finest Cabernet Sauvignon, please.
I'm sorry, I've got it. And for you. And he looks at Raven.
Just if you have clean water, that's good enough.
He just sort of pauses and blinks and goes, "Well, you're not making any money off of you tonight." Looks at Gerard, kind of goes, "Oil. Standard or premium?"
I was waiting for that.
I was waiting for that too.
I was like, please ask standard or premium, please.
And Gerard just kind of looks at everybody and goes, "Standard will be fine."
You should really try some of that premium oil. It does wonders.
How
And,
much are the bottles and the oil?
Wine is 5 GP for a bottle. Whiskey is 20. The oil, I don't fucking know.
Silver.
Let me see if they have anything for how much oil costs in the supplement.
All right. So I am currently short 25 gold. 143 minus 25.
Short, or you just don't have?
No, I'm saying like out of my
Yeah.
pocket.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine on gold.
It says that 5e, a flask of oil, is 1 silver piece.
Oh.
Good deal. Good deal.
For 1 pound.
We'll go
of
with
it.
that.
Yeah, it's 1 pound of oil for 1 silver piece.
Perfect.
All right.
So he's like, "Oh, and the silver for the oil because it's standard grade."
As he does the mental math, just more coins seem to come out of nowhere and add to the pile as I hand him the coins.
He's like, my hands are only so big, lady.
Elamothri, next time you might want to give him a coin bag like how you did, as you could probably see a coin bag off the side of his pants.
I do not carry wallets or purses, so that is my apologies.
I'll kind of pat myself down and I'll find a dirty rag and I'm like, Terrence, will this do?
Terrence will look at you and be like, hardly. Take his hands back with like a pile of gold in them and walk over to the bar and like drop it in the fucking cash register.
This is a lovely place.
Okay. And like 2 minutes later, he comes back. He's got a mage hand holding a bottle of whiskey, 2 mage hands holding like a stein each of ale, and a bottle of Cab Sauv in his 4th mage hand, and a nice bottle of water for Raven. And the other one, he's like, I can give you tap water, or I've got some lightly carbonated water.
Just tap water's fine.
Okay. As he turns around and he mutters under his breath, you're like one of those.
Before he even takes off, Dre's already done his first stein. Terrence. Sorry, buddy. You know how I drink.
Well, he tips well. He tips well. He tips well.
Terrence, you know I love you, and you know how I drink there, bud.
Yeah, I know. He tips well. As he mutters to himself, he tips well as he walks away.
So, Dre, does the barkeep also manage the rooms?
Kai, yes, he does, right?
Yeah. He's in charge of the whole Badlands Inn.
Yeah, Elamothri, yes. He handles everything from the valet outside to the bar to the rooms. There's multiple different tiers of rooms, so just ask him.
All right.
I told you, we're going to the best.
He comes back. He comes back with like a disc about this big of like real shiny metal. He looks at Dre, he drops it in the bottom of his cup and goes, there. And the cup just refills with ale.
Oh, where can I get one of these? Does it just not stop and I'll chug
technology.
I'll just chug another one and just to watch it fill back up? Wow, this is
just
amazing.
Fills back up. It keeps track too, so when you're done, I just dump out the cup and I know how much to charge you.
Well, you already have my payment. I gave you like 30 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, will you be needing something to eat? Will you be needing rooms for the night? Is there anything I can do for you fine folks? He says, looking straight at Elamothri.
Rooms for the night would be fantastic.
Are you wanting like a suite arrangement? Because, you and the Foxman, or
new ship alert.
Not again, Loki.
This isn't the first time?
How much for rooms before we start dealing out how many we are paying for?
I'll pipe in and say I'll just take the you still keep that the academy room available for when we're on duty, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll just take that one. Me and Katla anyways.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. That's on your tab as the academy people. There's 2 twin beds in there. You can push them together if you want.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
And he looks over at Elamothri and goes, well, we've got rooms ranging from 1 gold or 1 gold per night, all the way up to 10 gold per night, depending on how fancy you want.
I certainly don't need anything fancy.
I just need a pillow.
I'm sure the wolf boy
Okay.
would sleep in the dirt outside if you let him.
Probably.
He would. All right, so let's
No,
go.
we're not doing that. I'm making some money off of you bitches.
Hey, I tip you very well.
I
I bring
will-
a lot of business to this establishment. Thank you very much,
If
Terrence.
Yetsu just needs a pillow, then I'm sure we could share the cheap room.
I was going to say I will take one of your 10 gold suites, and then I will take 2 gold room.
Okay. And your
Hello.
automaton friend there, is he going to be staying with one of you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. And food. Food. You got to eat something. We've got a tri-tip special tonight. It's good.
Getsu tilts his head. I tried. What?
It's a cut of beef. We slice it real thin, serve it on a sandwich with some cheese and some roasted peppers.
When you have two chefs in your D&D game.
That does sound lovely.
Food
like
is
the-
necessary in every tavern.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I will take one of your specials for myself.
And how spicy do you like your food?
As spicy as you can make it.
Oh, are you sure about that? Our chef, he is a master at the spicing.
That sounds
Have you been
fun.
to the Underdark?
I haven't, but I have a cousin who has. He told me the food there was legendary. But nothing like a dragon's breath chili to wake you up. You know what I mean?
I'll try it.
All right.
I will also have the
Mm.
special. No cheese.
And spice level. No cheese. Okay. You're missing out. Are you sure? It's a real nice 3-year cheddar.
3 years? You've
Ah,
kept the cheese down there for 3 years.
but
That's so
not
dear.
me.
Cheese gets aged, Getsu.
Gatsu,
Hmm.
dear.
Her wine is 4 years old.
The longer cheese and wine is aged, the more potent the taste is, and usually the better, depending on the
It
type.
depends on the cheese. It depends on the wine. But her Cab Sauv is over 4 years old. That's our minimum vintage.
I see. Fine, I will have your cheese.
Okay.
And medium spice.
Medium spice. Gotcha. He's one of the mage hands is holding a notebook. The other one's writing this all down as he's talking to you. Looks at Raven. And for yourself?
Whatever's cheap is fine. I don't want to spend too much of Ilya's money.
Darling, money is of no means to me.
And quality of things is of no means. It does not matter to me.
That's what you would like.
Yeah,
Can I
whatever's
give
cheap
this
is fine.
this little guy a aneurysm?
He is just fine. Crusty bread and water. Prison rations over here.
That has
Right.
also been aged.
What would you like? Yeah, the bread's been aged about 4 days.
It has its own colony and everything.
Yeah. So, Dre, you and the missus, what can I get for you?
I'll just take one of your prime rib burgers, and I think she'll do the same.
Atla nods in agreement. She's that sounds really good.
Remember,
He's all right, we grind the meat in house, so
Yep.
Well, we grind the meat in house. How do you want it done?
Barely cooked. You know what I like.
Okay.
Like
Blow its
seared
nose,
on
wipe
one.
its ass, walk it past the grill. Gotcha.
Yeah, seared for like 10 seconds on each side, just to get the seasoning in. You know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go tell the chef.
Also, before you go, come here. Come here.
Oh, okay. He walks over or
I'll,
walks back.
I'll lean in and whisper. Do you still have? Or is there people at the poker table in the back?
Yes, there is. It's a private game, but I can get you in.
Let's do it.
All right. Can you vouch for your friends here?
I can vouch for them. I don't think they're gonna play. We'll just keep this between us. I'll ask them, but we'll just keep this between us for now.
Okay. I'll start working on that.
Thank you, Terrence. You're a good man, and I'll palm him another. We'll do 2 gold.
All right. And that, friends, is where we're going to take our human break.
All right.
All right.
I ran out of Mandu.
Perfect timing.
See you guys in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
All right.
Starting
See you all in about 10.
now.
Now. right.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody had as good a break as we did. I'm still catching my breath. So, Sparky Boom Gauntlet. My God.
It's gonna be my legacy.
Composure.
Okay, we got this.
Closure in this campaign.
Yeah, what's that?
Never heard of her.
Ooh, trained actor can't regain their composure. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you get hit by Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
You got this, Tibbs. It's not like you're trying to be quiet for anything.
No, just
I believe in you.
As long as I don't asphyxiate on my laughter.
Hey, do you want some standard or premium oil for that?
All right.
Ooh, I brought this challenge upon myself.
You should have said nothing. You should
Who
have
told
said
us when he was going to bed?
You should have said nothing.
All right. So about 15 minutes after you guys ordered your food, it all comes out. Terrence, with a P, apologizes for the long wait. He's like, I'm sorry. We got one guy in the kitchen. That's it. And
Is that a long wait for food at a
points
restaurant?
around
Food
to
like
the people.
twice
He's
a
like, this handful. Yeah. 15 is kind of topping our bill times. 20
Is it
and
really?
we're looking at having to comp your meal.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
interesting.
I thought that was normal. I used to have to wait for 30 minutes before I was able to eat.
Yeah, it's I'm not used to. Well, I mean, you eat it as soon as you find it and have somewhere to eat it.
Right. That's why you get this. And he hands you a plate of crusty bread ends.
All right.
The heels of the loaf.
Here's
like,
a
yeah,
good plate of croutons.
The apprentice forgot it on top of the oven yesterday. I'm sorry. There's nothing else we can do with it. Here you go.
All right, that's fine.
Two other mage hands reach out and set down plates of specials in front of Ela and Getsu, and the last two mage hands put burgers down in front of Drea and Ketla. And he kind of gives Gerard a look like, and he doesn't eat, does he?
No,
I went through this back at my place.
He doesn't eat.
Okay. It's just so disconcerting.
It's weird, isn't it? Like, and I'll lean over and point at his, like, where you can see his organs.
Things
Like,
don't eat.
look, you can see his lungs, you can see his stomach, you can
Lots
see
of things
everything.
don't eat. Either sometimes by choice, sometimes not.
But the taste of food.
Yeah, it's. Sorry, I've been in hospitality for the last 400 years. Like,
You don't look a day over 322.
well, thank you. It's the skincare routine.
Really? It's doing lovely.
Anyway, Dre, I got you a seat. If any of your friends want to go with you, they can. Welcome. One of the boys heard that you had some fancy broad with you. He said if she's wanting to play, she's welcome too, but I wouldn't trust the boy's intentions.
Did you just say broad?
He like looks. Oh no, fancy lady. Sorry.
Oh, Terrence, you don't you always surprise me. I thought you had a backbone on you. Next time, stick to your words. And I'll just shake my head.
Just let you know, I've cut out men's tongues for saying less.
This is no man. This is Terrence.
Yeah. I ain't a man. I'm a gnome.
Yeah. You see how you see his short height? He's a gnome.
All right, sorry, it won't happen again.
Thank you. And I'll kind of shoo him away.
Like turn around and leave with like this, like I'm very sorry kind of look on his face.
And Raven leans over to Getsu and whispers, "So what's whiskey taste like?"
It's, how do I describe it? Spicy.
Oh, interesting.
And you'll see him kind of wave his hand and cast shape water as the whiskey build up into the up underneath the mask.
Okay.
I'll swirl the goblet of wine that I have. Whiskey is an acquired taste.
And I did acquire it.
Hey, can you control some of that water into my mouth?
He'll use shape water again and do the same thing to drink. It almost tastes better.
It's a little oaky. Tastes good.
Exactly. That's exactly why I like it. Reminds me of my brother.
Your brother was oak?
No, he similar to how I can control the water, he controls earth.
So with this water controlling power, can you control blood?
I am not that capable of a water elemental.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there. I feel like if you could use someone like a puppet, control someone like a puppet, it'd be real helpful.
That would be cool to see.
Well, it would be. All I need is Sparky Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
Oh! You said that
You just killed blood.
Oh, you said that at the worst time. Oh. Ow.
You just killed blood.
Oh, I just took like beautiful smoke damage to my lungs.
Oh God. Getsu knows that there's plenty of poor unfortunate souls that need to be checked if he needs practice.
One day, I'll be able to take noblemen's heads and pop them off their heads, off their bodies, just with the flick of my hand.
That sounds fun.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe we can throw it around, kick it around.
I do want to see who this man is in the back. That seems to have I've piqued his interest.
Oh, about that. Here. Give me a second. let me come whisper something in your ear. I'll just kind of walk over, like spear stein in hand still, and I'll just lean in. So there's a poker game in the back. We just got our seats at that table. It's a private event. Do you want to go?
Absolutely.
So be it. Let's eat our food, and we have food for. Or they have. Sorry, those dogs are distracting. That we have. It's all good though. They have seats for all of us.
Wonderful.
I don't know if these two know how to play poker or not.
I don't, but I would like to come with anyway to observe.
Yeah, why not? We'll observe.
And the
I have
robot,
no understanding of it, but
I
you'll figure it out.
think it's best the robot stays out here.
He is more than welcome to go up to one of the rooms that I purchased, if he so wishes.
So be it.
Gerard will, at this moment, Gerard will nod at all of you and excuse himself and go up to one of the rooms and just like do priest-like things.
Priest-like things.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
So I'll finish eating and look around at Little Mothry, shall we?
We shall. And I will stand up and lead the way, Dre.
Honey, please come with. You know you're my good luck charm.
Ketlo will like grin as much as a kobold can grin and nod.
Is it
Eat
like
her
a
last couple of French fries.
Was it like a we got this grin or like thank you, that was pleasant grin?
A little bit of both.
If you show teeth, Ketla, that could be quite intimidating.
She's like this, and like sort of bares her teeth a little bit.
Closer.
Oh, you leave Ketla alone. She's very intimidating enough. Just look at her tall nature.
Yeah, she is taller than you.
I kind of, I'll look them quickly both up and down. You have a point.
Yeah, I got
look
2.
at Raven and go, tall.
I got 2 points, and I'll point to the tops of my wings.
Lead the way to the room, Dre.
I'll lead them to the back room. Knock as I enter.
As you get to the back room, there's like a goblin sitting on a chair, just like reading a book. It's a self-help book. It's how to actualize your dreams.
Oh.
And this goblin's reading this book, and he looks up. He's like, "Oh, hey, buddy, yeah, go on in."
What's this goblin's name?
Billy Bob Joe.
Is he like? Is he a bouncer?
He is the guy that keeps an eye on everybody else when there's people in the back room.
What?
And his name is Joaquin.
Joaquin?
Yeah.
Joaquin.
Joaquin, okay.
You're going to walk in past Joaquin.
Walking past Joaquin.
Is he Joaquin on his dreams?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, what's the name of this tavern again, or this inn?
The Badlands Inn.
Does he have a Joaquin stick to help him walk in?
Oh, but he does have a beating stick.
Well, thank you, Joaquin. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Getsu's gonna walk up to the book that he's holding and he's gonna point to the cover. What does that word mean? What is that?
Which word is he pointing at?
Dreams.
He's going to go, "Oh, that says dreams."
Dreams. DREAMS. Dream.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. He's going to go, "Do you want to see a secret?"
Yes. His ears will perk up.
He's going to like, "Come here."
I watched the goblin very carefully.
And he like tips the book over towards Getsu as Getsu comes around the corner a little bit. And inside it, it's cut out and there's a flask inside it.
Joaquin, this is why your dreams are here in the Badlands Inns.
But how do you read the words?
I don't.
I see.
I can't read.
I'm learning.
Oh, good for you. You know, I've heard it's useful in the big city.
That's
Yeah,
just
it
what
would,
going-
it would be, wouldn't it?
I'm going to quote a very loved movie by most. I'm surrounded by idiots.
My friend Illy, yeah, she's from the city, and I've been signing contracts for her for so long, and I have not read a single one. I would like to
That
read.
seems dangerous. I have Terrence read them for me.
I could have had my brother read them, but I don't know if he can read either.
That's unfortunate. I just never learned. I grew up on the streets in Vonphian and got the hell out of Dodge as soon as I could.
I feel
I
like that's
grew
not
up
an
a sinner.
uncommon thing.
Yes, I agree. I grew up similarly. Not exactly.
All right,
here.
well, Dre and the illustrious lady. Yeah, I've got a good vocabulary for someone who can't read, okay?
You do.
Very well.
I hear
Quite
lots of big
impressed.
words coming in and out of this room. He's like, you two you have seats at the table. The other two, you're welcome to watch, but no more seats at the table. You got it?
I don't need to sit.
I doubt I'd have all that interest in joining something as strange as this without knowing what it is. So
Yes.
That's
Who are you
true. I
poking?
think Ketsu, I think the entrance needs a little more flair, if you catch my drift. I'll tap my shoulder.
He'll transform and start licking his tail. Fine.
Thank you, dear. As you get settled, I give you little head scritches as we walk in.
I'll give a happy whatever noise Fox makes. Happy Fox
Happy
noises.
Fox
Happy
sounds.
little yip.
I still never did look up what a fox exactly the song.
They can
what
make a
exactly-
lot of sounds.
I need to look that up.
Foxes can make a lot of sounds, but basically anything you'd hear a cat or a dog make, a fox can probably make.
Oh
And
boy.
then some.
What does the fox say?
Ding ding ding
Yeah.
ding 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 ding.
Yeah, Tibbs, keep that laughing. Keep that laughing, bud.
Keep that laughter up. Let's go. We gotta play a serious poker scene now.
Totally serious with the people who don't know what poker is.
Ooh, I have a 17 in charisma for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As we walk in, I'm going to switch my auras as we're walking to the presence aura. So if need be, Tibbs. Oh, he's gone. No, he's back. If need be, Tibbs, you have a +3 to your persuasion and
Or
deception.
bonuses.
All right.
Wicked.
Perfect.
Because that's probably gonna come up.
I love that. I love that. Seeing how I have already a +6 to persuasion and a +5 to deception. So
Beautiful. All right.
And cue the poker scene.
Yep. I haven't
Hey.
played poker in years.
Hey, at least this isn't going to be a TPK because we're not going to get to the combat.
We're not even gonna get to the fight tonight. It's okay. Link
Oh,
will
no,
be
we're
here
too
for the
busy.
fight.
Yeah, we'll have Link here.
Okay, what kind of
Exactly,
poker
we're
is
too
this?
busy
Like,
we'll
having
have the full
fun.
party.
is this a Texas Hold'em style poker?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I can pull up the rules.
Oh, good idea. Can you share those?
Yes, I will share them on Discord. A bunch of D&D nerds.
I was
Go poker.
I was gonna say, what form of poker are we playing? Are we playing
Hold'em.
We play in. Okay. 'Cause I do know how to play poker. Surprisingly,
Well, aren't you fancy?
I know how to
I-
play, but it's been so long, and I stopped playing when I lost a lot of money at the Nino.
Yeah, I didn't never played for money.
never
but
been to a
I've pl-
casino. So
I played poker as like a kid, teenager, when I probably
Yeah,
wasn't
me
supposed to
too.
be.
But that was a long time ago, Asti. Okay.
I
Yeah,
used
I
to.
mean, it wasn't all that long. It wasn't all that different for me. It was like at least 5-6 years ago, because this was like
Oh,
before I went to
nothing.
actual high school. This was when I was
Like
like,
6 years. We're talking 20.
fair. I didn't exactly follow the rules back then. I was the person with the cards up my sleeve.
I'm on 14.
Nice.
not
Alright.
I
me
don't
being
think
out
I've
of
played poker
high
in 20
school for
years.
6 years.
It's been a long time for me, long enough that I wouldn't know the rules anymore. Especially given how much care I actually paid for the rules back then.
All right.
That's bad.
Okay.
Large is this table?
There are 6 other players.
Could just eye
Okay.
each of them.
As I walk in, I'll look. Are they chairs or stools?
Chairs.
I'll look at the dealer and say, "Hey, can you get one of your goons to bring me a stool, please?" Actually, I would know the dealer. I've been here before. What's his name?
Yeah.
And what?
Ain't you?
What?
Somebody else pick a name.
Well, he's the DM. I could look wrong names. And what is he a human?
He is a human.
Just pick a human name like Steven.
It's a PH. No, his name is Biggs.
Viggs?
He just goes by his last name, Biggs. Biggs.
Cool.
Understandable.
As I walk in, I just kind of look at Viggs and I'm like, "Hey, Viggs, you got the usual stool for me?"
He's like, yeah, it's just in the corner there. We weren't sure for sure if you were joining us.
Who's all playing tonight?
He introduces you to the other guests. I'm not coming up with 5 other names just because I have to.
Player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4, player 5, player 6.
Yep. Precisely.
Default player name entered here.
Yes.
Your name is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I'll pull up the stool. What spots are open? So if there's 8 around a poker table, where would they be open?
They would have shuffled around a little bit so that the 2 seats with their backs to the door are open.
Okay, I will pull up a stool and take my seat and kind of wave Ketla to stand behind me.
She'll stand at such a spot that she can't see anybody else's cards, but she can see yours if you want her to.
Yeah, of course, always.
I'm going to walk over to the right side of the dealer. Please, would you mind standing up and letting me have your seat? I much prefer to see the door.
The elf kind of grumbles and picks up his cards and slides his chips over to the empty seat and then walks over.
Greatly appreciate
Knowing
it. And I'm
the size of my aura, I kind of just side eye Ilmathri And I just kind of grunt, get out of my chair, walk beside her, and I just stare at the guy sitting next to her.
This very surly looking dwarf is sitting there with a long braided black beard with like bronze and silver beads in it, bald head, and he like turns to look at you and goes, "What shrimp?"
You don't want to call me shrimp.
Watch your tongue when speaking to my friends. Please move.
Uh,
And
don't-
who
well-
are you, Drow?
You might know me by the name
We're
of
just-
Silver-Tongued Witch.
Nope, don't know it. Sorry.
Well, I think you should. I think you should slide down.
Why?
I think
going-
you should. I think. Go ahead.
I'm going to lean close enough to whisper in. If you do not move your sorry ass from that seat, I will make sure
Oh,
the
we
next
lost
movement
Tibbs.
that you do. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you're
I
fine.
still hear you.
You're back.
Oh, okay. I will make sure the last movement that you do is crawling out of a hospital bed.
Ooh.
He sort of looks up at you. Goes, "Is that so, little Missy?"
You don't want to call her Missy.
As far as
I
I'm
would use
concerned,
that.
you
I
ain't shit
stare-
around here.
Oh, you poor, poor little soul. And I
Oh no.
am going to turn his face to look at me. And I am going to cast Spider's Kiss.
Oh.
All right, what does he have to save against?
Wisdom saving throw, which
Okay.
is a spell save. How is it only 13?
Because you're level 1
We're level 3.
or level 3. I mean, you haven't had an ability
Thank
score
you.
increase yet.
That is fair.
It's okay. He, as you can probably guess, doesn't have a very high wisdom score.
Ooh.
He's trying to put up a
Ooh.
fight
Ooh.
against.
Oh, that 6 is
Ooh.
not a good one.
That's a 5 after modifiers, y'all.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh.
So, he watches as a very thin veil of mist flows over my face, and the woman of his dreams is staring him in the eye.
Man of his dreams, but yes.
Oh.
My apologies.
Spicy.
Fine.
Man of his dreams. And I'm going to. He is charmed by me.
And he instinctively tries to grapple you, right? Like he's trying to
Yes.
embrace you? Okay.
I'm in
Yes.
between you guys.
He like pushes Dre out of the way and like goes to give you like a big hug.
Hmm.
I choose to fail the save.
Okay. So
Gets you
for
on your
everyone
shoulder
who's
confused.
watching, for everyone else who's
David?
watching, what happens with your magic?
You guys just see a gold glimmer shine over my face. You guys still see Ilamathri as me, as this dwarf just pushes Dride and goes to embrace me, and I just let it happen. And then
And-
you see a gold glint in my eye, and green venom start to drip from the corner of my mouth as I lean in and I give him a kiss.
Now of
Raven's
all
just
time.
like hands on swords.
Detsu's just sitting there, kind of. You can't see his face, but you get the Ilmadri knowing Getsu. Getsu's just giving this aura of really.
And it is at second level, so it is 3d10.
Roll me your damage.
Oh,
Are you fucking
oh
kidding me?
no!
Oh no, the double
Oh,
one. The
no.
double
Double
one.
ones.
Ooh, that hurts.
That does
We
hurt
are
my
having our
soul
first
just a little
combat.
bit.
That hurts me so
Poker room
much.
brawl?
Did we just
Our
start
first combat. It's just
did we
chaos.
just start yeah, Kai's probably not even ready for all this combat.
No, I'm not.
Well, it's combat time apparently.
So that is 7 acid damage. to him.
Okay.
If he,
All right.
it does break the charm and the spell.
I am so sorry that this damage happened to be so shitty, Tims. Because that was a
It
fantastic
is what it
moment.
is. It is what it is.
You kiss him, he takes the damage, and then his eyes sort of like come back into reality, and he's just like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" As he pushes you away from him.
At this point, Getsu would
My
transform
mind.
back into his normal self. Gauntlet at the ready.
And
Sparky
Raven's
Sparky Boom
sword
Gauntlet at the ready.
And Raven's just swords at the ready, not entirely sure what exactly is about to go down.
As soon as this all happens, I just look at Vix and I'm like, I guess we're doing another brawl today, aren't we?
Big stands up from his table. He has earned his name of Biggs. The man is over 7 feet tall and like broad-shouldered. He's got scars that hint at a past as a soldier or a pit fighter or something. And he just like puts his hands on the table and goes, "Look, everybody settle the fuck down or I will personally throw each and every one of you out of this room."
I kind of just look at Elamathra and I'm like, let's just go. This dwarf ain't shit.
He's like,
Do you
"No,
have a question?
you stay, Dre. You fucking dwarf. Get out and never come back. If I invite someone to my table, I invited them. If Dre wants to sit beside her, Dre sits beside her. Got it?" And the dwarf just kind of looks up at Biggs and is like, "Yeah, I guess I got it. Sorry."
I just look at the
Packs up
dwarf.
his
and
chips and go.
I just look at the dwarf as he's going. I'm like, you should have just moved.
That would have been the smart move.
I lean over and I gently put a hand on Biggs's arm. Thank you for your generosity in letting me stay. And thank you for standing up for me and my friend. I do
You're
apologize.
on thin ice, lady.
I do apologize for the way things transpired here. I do not take very kindly to blatant insults, as he
Yeah,
so
that's
did.
fair. That's fair. That's why I
have a
let your
repu-
magic slide. From
Thank
now
you.
on, he pulls out a thing off his belt and sets it down in the middle of the table, clicks a button on the top of it, and you're now all in an anti-magic zone.
Does that?
He's like, from now on, this is an honest game.
Let me see. That suppresses. I don't. I
Your
need to.
auras.
It does. Okay. Didn't know if
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I do apologize that it came to such drastic measures, Mr. Biggs.
Yeah, just Biggs. Mister makes me sound like I'm my dad.
Biggs it is then. I do have a question.
Yeah.
When Terrence invited us back here, I seem to have piqued the interest of one of these gentlemen. And I look around the table. To whom do I have the
points
pleasure
to
of meeting?
this. He points over to this very, very like regal-looking elven lady. He's like, "You have her ladyship to thank."
I graciously bow my head to her. Thank you for the invitation.
She smiles, goes, "Oh, you know how rare it is to find another woman at one of these tables."
Very much indeed. Vonphian is
And
usually my stomping ground, but it's good to change views every once in a while.
I've been to Vonphian a time or two. I prefer being out of the city myself. Yeah, everybody sit.
Well,
Let's have
there's
ourselves a nice, kind game of poker.
Gladly. And I will
If
take a
it's-
seat.
If it's all the same to you, Eli, I think I'll sit back here just in case.
Also, can you guys put your weapons away?
Fine. He'll turn off Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
How do you turn it on? That's a good Sparky Boom glove.
You just like
Good.
pet it a little bit on the back.
It's just like you rub it, and then just sparks come out.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You have to rub it the right way, though.
You know, maybe give it a nice little slap.
Tibbs is gonna die.
Tibbs is gonna fucking die. They
That's
are
that's
bright red.
He is super
You are so red, Tibbs. You match Blood's sweater
Yeah, you do.
and my shirt.
All right, poker
You got
time.
this. Poker. You got this.
Shall we
Okay.
begin?
Yeah, we should start.
Vigs,
So, pigs,
regular buying 50 gold, right?
50 gold.
I'll throw him a coin purse.
He'll, how much is in the coin purse? He'll give you
50.
chips
Just the minimal 50. Vigs, I'm just here to have some fun. I'm not here to spend all my gold. We'll just go 50 today.
So he slides over chips for 50 gold.
Raven's
Do-
just standing where he can see everyone in the room.
I do require
Valid.
a little bit of magic to get my money. Would you mind if I took a step back away from the table to retrieve it?
What kind of fancy bitch are you? Use magic to store your money. Yeah, go for it.
I step back and a good platinum is 100, right?
Each platinum is 10 gold.
Okay. I will take out 5 platinum pieces. And then we'll set it up on the table in front of Mr. Biggs. Or Biggs. There you
Just
are.
Biggs. He'll take it. He's like, ooh, shiny. Set it to the side, slide over some chips to you.
Thank you. Let's get started.
Very well. Okay, how does this work? Every player is dealt 2 cards for their eyes only, so he deals everybody their 2 cards. He plays down the 3 cards on the table then.
Yeah, we can just roll like a 2d52. We can hide it on our screen. On roll 20.
Yeah, we can make it
Sure. Actually,
Right.
hang on a second.
I was gonna say there might also be a playing card.
Actually, think
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Well,
Playing card.
There is a playing cards deck now.
Beautiful.
Whoa. Whoa.
Do you guys see? Oh, wow.
I was zoomed in and suddenly.
I draw two. I'll keep mine below the island.
Yeah, you keep yours on the bottom. Tibbs, you can have your cards at the top. I will deal them to you right now.
All right.
You should have 2 cards, I think.
You have to draw them from the deck yourself. It's the purple deck and roll 20.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Two really good draws. I mean, wait, I don't know what you have.
Does Jokers come into play
Nope.
in Hold'em? Nope,
No.
that's what I thought.
Get rid of that.
And those are the 3 that come up on the table.
All right.
All right. Well, we don't. I know what I have, so I'm gonna. I'll throw in a. Actually, it starts with seat 1. Whatever seat 1 is. I guess we're only down to 5 players now, or 7 players now at this table.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I would
so
need
they-
seat 1.
It'll go to dealer's left, so you'll be the last player.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. What does they have? Ooh. Okay.
We could.
They're
set-
gonna.
I was gonna
What's
say
this?
there should be a way to hide other people's cards.
I don't fucking know.
You just flipped them.
I flipped them, but you guys will see what they are.
It's fine. We just pretend like we don't know. Just play like you have. Just play like you only see your cards.
Zoom in very, very.
Oh, honestly,
quickly.
just zoom in. Just zoom in, Tibbs.
Oh yeah, just make everything really huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, just zoom in. Zoom into 250%.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry I
4.
started this, but this will be fun.
This
This
is
week-
gonna be amazing.
4. This is player 4. This is player 5.
Shit, did I grab another can? I did. Right there.
Okay. So player 1 looks at the table. I need to zoom out another percentage. Jesus Christ. I have so many cards on my screen right now, guys. Player 1 looks at their cards, tosses another 5 gold in. Everybody keep track of how much gold you're spending.
Yep.
Alright.
Player 2 looks at their cards and kind of tosses in the 5 to match. Player 3, same thing. Player 4 looks at it, shakes his head, and just slides his cards into the dealer like, nope, I'm out.
Sorry,
And
can you just type in the Roll20 chat what the 3 cards on the river are?
yeah.
I'm so zoomed in, I can't see.
While you're doing that, Getsy's going to lean over to Raven. Do you understand what's happening?
Not particularly. I know that there's cards and betting, but that's about it.
Betting. Ah,
They're betting
I
money.
know.
They're yeah.
I've never
All right,
played
there-
poker before, but I
there they
have
are.
bet before.
I don't really know a whole lot on the games. I've
What you
seen
do?
games before, but that's about it.
what you do is you watch their faces, and you can tell if they're lying or not. I can't tell if it's going to be the same here.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
very good at reading faces.
That's good.
All right. So y'all can see in the chat what the
Yep.
cards in the river are. Okay. So all of them bet 5 gold.
I guess I'm next, and I'm just gonna keep it with 5 gold. I'll throw in 5 gold.
Okay. And Ela, you are last.
The elven woman, she is still in, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't the one that folded.
No.
I will put in the 5 as well.
All right, one more card off the top for the. I forget what it's called after.
It's the flop.
Flop river. No, it's river flop, right?
It's flop turn river showdown.
Flop turn river showdown cap.
Okay. Y'all are saying fancy poker terms, and they're going way over my head. They're hitting the Yule.
So the third,
The Yule
what's
up
the
there.
fourth card?
Okay. So 10 of clubs is the new one. And it goes around the table. Everybody sort of like looks at their cards, looks at that. The first guy kind of goes, yeah, sure, tosses another 5 gold in. The elven woman looks at Ila, looks at her cards, looks at the cards on the table, throws another 5 gold towards Biggs, and it carries around the table like that. And it gets to you, Dre.
Can I
I
make
will-
an? Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Can I make an insight check on the elven woman?
Absolutely.
It's insight is only a +2, but that's fine.
Ooh,
Dirty 20.
dirty 20.
She ain't got shit. She's playing just to see what everybody else has. For her, this seems like it's a petty amusement. And you get the sense that she's not necessarily just an elf.
Okay.
All right, I will go in with 5 gold. So I'm at 10 gold now.
Yatu's gonna start reading his book.
I'm going to raise 5 gold, so in total I will spend 15.
Okay. So for my people that know how to play poker, how does that work for the rest of the table? Do they have to match that?
Yeah, they have to match it or fold. So they can also raise it if they want.
So it'll go back to the first guy. He'll match it. It'll go to the elven lady, and she'll toss in an extra 5 gold on top of the raise.
So it's up to a
20.
15. Because I raised the bet up to 10.
Raise
The
the bet
next
up
guy-
to 10. Okay.
Yep, and then the next guy matched. She raised up to 15.
And it'll go around the table. Does Biggs drop the next card now?
No, it has
Or
to
do we
go
wait
around
for
the table.
everybody to finish?
Everybody has to go around the table and either call. They either have to, what is it? Call.
Yep.
On
Call or raise?
call or raise or fold.
I'm learning. Never thought I'd be playing poker on D&D night.
I heard you like card games.
Not really, but okay. I'm more of a board game kind of person, but that's okay.
Apparently, we're playing. Apparently, you're playing poker now.
Yeah.
You're
Poker
playing
We're all
poker
learning.
on a tabletop
All in this together.
with Sparky Spark Boom Gov.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Fucking hell.
All
Okay,
right,
so
Dre,
everybody
are you?
calls
Everybody
up
calls.
until Dre.
Okay, so how many people? I'm just gonna do a calculator. We're at 15, or we're at. They were all at 15. How many people was there?
There's 7, including you guys. There's
Well,
there's four other than you two.
4 other than us still in. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna call so 5 gold. So that'll add another 15, and then plus his 15. So we're at 90 gold right now in the pot.
Yep.
And
All
then
right.
once
Semi-off-topic question: Would Raven be allowed to cast a ritual spell during this time? If
It is
assuming there's
happening
long
in
enough.
an anti-magic zone.
True. I don't know how wide that is compared to the table, so
It is like the size of the table plus an extra 2 to 3 feet.
so I assume the room would be bigger than that, so Raven could go to the corner, since
Yeah.
he'd probably already be relatively at the edge of it anyways.
Yeah, sure. It's definitely going to be long enough for you to.
I'm
If
sure
you
we
wanna
can
cast that
gather
ritual
which spell.
I have no idea.
The only ritual spell I have.
I don't know. I'm not looking at your character sheet. I have too many
Fair.
things open.
It's the one from my feet. Familiar one.
Oh,
Find
familiar.
familiar.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Ooh.
So Raven will move to the corner of the room and start fiddling around with the ritual spell, completely ignoring the poker game at this point.
Raven's
Valid.
casting a spell, gets you learning to read. Things you do at a poker game.
Exactly. Totally normal poker game.
So, Kyler, after my call, you would draw another card.
Okay.
Ooh. Fuck.
Oh no! Actually, And Kyler, one thing that NPCs can do is they can check and not put a bid in. They can just stay in. If the first person stays in, they don't put any money in there with a check, and they're still in.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen for all 4 of them.
All right. Well, when it gets to me, I throw in 20. So it goes from 15 to 35 for me.
Yep.
Lamatre.
I know. I'm writing on shit. She is going to sigh and fold.
So now it goes back to player 1, and they have to call, raise, or fold.
Yeah, they're going to...
Since you raise the pot, they all have to either fold or call.
Can't they raise it too? I thought they could raise it on their own.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I thought you said check, and I was like, wait, hold up. No, they can call, fold, or raise.
Tibbs, help me out here. Zoom out, see what the other cards are.
All right, give me a second. I'm zooming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes top left this is 1, 2, 3, folded, 4. Or 5, I should say.
Honestly,
None of them have a good hand. At least not compared to Dre.
this is the only one that has any
A shot in hell.
and
Yeah.
Dre's hand beats it by a long shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that is going to be up to you if they fold or not.
Player 1 is going to fold. Player 2, the elven woman, is going to smile and call.
Okay, adding 20. We're at 130 now.
Player 3 is going to look at his cards, grin, put in an extra 5 on top of your 20.
Oh, he put in 25.
Player 4 is going to fold.
And then it's back to me, right?
15.
And then, yeah, it's back to you.
I look at player 3 and I just say, you really want to play this game, don't you? And I will take his +5 raise, and I will add in another 20 on top of that, all in myself.
Okay.
So I'm
But
at.
they're already playing a game.
Oh, sorry. I only added another 15 to all in myself. I was at 35 in, so now we're at 50. And so I called his 5, added 10.
Okay. So it gets around to the elven lady. She grins and happily pays the amount. It's like she has... The way she's playing is like she has an endless funds.
Okay, so
Like,
she
yeah,
added,
money,
She's
whatever.
not worried at all.
she added 15. I added 10. Does the third... What does player 3 do?
Player 3 looks you up and down.
I do as he's looking me up and down, I kind of do a kobold smile, whatever it is. Just kind of, you know when dogs bare their teeth.
It's just whole.
Yeah. He looks you up and down, gives you like a real good, thorough look, and then kind of like just throws his cards on the table and folds.
So we're just to me and the elf lady now. All right. Well, since it's back to me, we show our cards. So I'm gonna zoom out and put her cards.
Her cards will be the only ones not flipped.
He has pair 2s. Here, I'm just gonna move some cards around.
Yeah, she has pair 2s, and that's it. Pair aces from the
pair aces. Yeah, so I win that. I think. Yeah, I win that.
Oh, hands down.
Cool.
She's just playing for the fun of it.
I'm gonna add 205 gold to my pot. And I just look around the table and say, "Oh, that's all you guys got?"
Dear, you know, I'm nowhere near done.
I would like to roll intelligence to read.
Intelligence to read? Okay.
Let's see how much
an intelligence check.
Getting the next update on how much has been learned.
Oh, distracted.
Oh,
Yeah, the poker
First
game
you
is holding his
distract
interest.
So Illa
Poker is more distracting than the window.
Okay,
It was
time
every now and then he would just be like,
of poker. Illa Mothra, how much did you lose?
I lost a total of 15.
15G you lost. Dre 200G won. Sorry, Lexi just asked me to keep a timeline of everything so that I can send her after.
No worries.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I apologize about
Alright.
C10. All right, I draw 2.
Just shuffled the deck.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Gibbs, do you want to draw your 2?
Yes.
Are you playing again?
Yes, I am.
Now,
Okay.
I think in poker, it goes to the next person. So the first, if Elf Lady's number 2, it starts on her now.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Okay,
I'm out of
okay.
nicotine for the night. Son of a gun. Ilmathra, are these usually 2 cards I can see right here on the table?
2 diamonds? Yes.
I can zoom in a lot more so I don't see the rest of them. I love how we ended up playing poker.
Of all the things to do in the middle of a
playing
D&D
poker.
game.
I'm fucking dealing 5 people's hands
You're
and
learning.
being the dealer. I'm learning.
I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
There's 2 of us who aren't playing poker at all. We're just not playing. We're just over here doing our own thing.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy
Oh. Oh, okay.
I'm loving
So-
this so far.
We've got 7 of diamonds, 8 of hearts, 9 of hearts.
Can you
In
actually
the-
put those? I think me and Ilmathra might be able to see them if you just put it down here and right here.
I was gonna say I can move my cards.
If you move your cards up a little bit to the side, yeah, right there's perfect. We can see those. Oh, that is. Okay. Elf Lady's turn.
Fuck. I don't know what she's gonna do. No, I know exactly what she's gonna do. She doesn't give a shit about money. So she's gonna starting bet, and she's gonna go like fucking 20 gold.
Oh, out the get-go.
And then this guy is last. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's feeling pretty good.
So sorry, she put in 20, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just calculator. It's 20 plus 20.
Yeah, you're good. He'll draw, or he'll call.
Hey, Skyball.
Starting bet, he'll call, he'll
Sure.
call.
How many
And it
calls
gets
was
down
that?
to 3.
4? 3 or 4?
That was the starting bet, and then 3 calls, and then it hits Dre, Ela, and the last player.
Okay, so we're at 80. I'm going to call.
I'm going to call as well.
And this guy will call.
140 gold pot already. Illa, you're getting low on money there.
Low on chips, not on money.
You can always pay me back and I'll slide you some chips.
I'll look at Biggs. Am I able to keep buying in?
He looks at Illa. Give me that fancy earring, and it's I'll let you pay whatever you want.
Sorry, this earring means too much to me. But I do have more platinum where that came from.
looks at you. Believes you. 100% believes you.
Perfect.
Okay, so it starts with the elf lady, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're at one. You said 7 players, and we're at 140. Yes, so that's all 7 are called.
She's gonna grin, a real like wicked looking grin, and slide in another fucking 15 gold.
This is where it gets wonky with this, because now we have to do split pots if Ilamothri stays in.
If I'm able to, Biggs, stand up, take a step back, and get more money to just get some more chips.
Biggs will motion for everybody to put their cards face down, and then give you the go ahead.
All right, I will withdraw another 55 gold.
Okay.
To put me at a total of 90 chips. Including the 15 that I put in.
You know that.
Or the 20 that I put in for this run.
Okay. I trust you to track your cash.
Yep.
I know how important it is to Ela. And then when you sit back down, he like gives everybody a nod and like, all right, you're good to go.
All right, so it was Elf Lady. Now it's player 3's turn.
He's looking less confident, but he's gonna match. He's gonna call.
Okay, 15. Ooh, we're getting spicy on this pot.
Player 4 is gonna look at the cards, look at his hand, and just be like, no, it's getting too rich for my blood. Toss them on the table. And do they stay face down, or does he show what he's got?
It does.
If he folds.
It either or. He can show or he cannot show.
Okay, so he's gonna keep them folded and keep them face down in front of himself.
Well, he has to slide them to the dealer.
And he'll slide them to the dealer. There we go.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Does that bring it to Dre?
One more. He's looking happy, and he calls.
15. I look at my cards. I look around the table. I just kind of shrug my shoulders, look back at Ketla, and I'm like, let's do it. And I call.
All right.
I will call
And then the last guy folds, slides his cards over to the dealer.
All right, card flip time.
One more card.
Sorry, that was 15 on.
a total of 35 for us both.
35? Okay. That's not what I was looking for. Dre holds his confidence, though. Dre, he just kind of looks at his cards and he just keeps his straight face.
I
don't know if you want like a bluff check or something with my.
Yeah, roll me a deception check, both of you, if you want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't get my aura either.
No, anti-magic zone.
Jesus Christ.
What?
That's a 7.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a 20. That's a 22, not 20.
All right. So Dre is as impassive and lizard-like as a kobold face can possibly be. And Hila is looking at her cards. And what are people seeing when they look at Hila's face?
Annoyance. Just blatant annoyance.
I,
All right, it was a new round, right? Yes.
it's
so it starts on
the
Elf
last round to bet. Yeah.
Starts on Elf Lady.
She grins and she's just like, I'll check. Player 3 checks. Player 4 is folded. Player 5 raises an additional 5 gold pieces.
Can I roll a what would that? What is there a sense motive? No, it would be
Insight.
Yep, insight.
Oh, that's not good.
You don't notice shit.
All right. I with my confidence and stoic face, I call his 5, and then I raise him for 40. So I put in 45.
Holy shit. Okay.
That confidence, though.
Ella's gonna fold.
All right. He is going to match you. He's going to call.
He's gonna call, so
It's-
he's
He puts him all in, but it's going to.
What does the Elf Lady in player 1 do?
Player 1 has folded, so Elf Lady in player 3. Elf Lady calls. Player 3 folds.
So she puts in 45. Cool. And now it's the reveal time.
Zoom the fuck out.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! I was trying to bluff so hard there.
I actually had a hand.
I was hoping for that other heart. So he gets 345 G.
All right.
And
And as much fun as it is playing poker with you all, we have hit the 3-hour stream mark.
Yes, we have.
So we I can tell you right now, Dre's done gambling. I don't know about Elhamothra.
Elhamothra has become annoyed. So she is also done gambling for the night.
Ilamathri, make me a perception check, please.
Okay, I do get a +4 to that.
Oh my God,
fucking
CJ.
kidding me?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, she's not being subtle. The elf lady blows you a kiss and a wink.
Oh.
Ooh. Ilmathra, how much did you lose in this gambling session? You bought in with 55.
I am currently sitting at 55 gold and 9 silver pieces for my wallet.
Okay. We'll scroll back and find. Let's see. 5G, 15G. You lost 15. You lost 20. You lost 30. Let's look at the last numbers. Oh, was that you lost 15 and then you lost 35? Yeah.
Yeah, so you've lost 50 all way, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I was at 105 when I sat down, and now I'm at 55.
And then
Ouch.
55, 35 G lost. So. Yeah. Going to bed is probably the best time to call it for this session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once again, heading
So-
to bed is where we call.
It worked out.
Perfect timing.
We can apparently make it 1 day per session.
So far.
Literally 1 day per session right now.
We're very good at being distracted.
You know, it's very true.
We keep abandoning the mission. It's okay.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Eventually.
It's not about the
Get there
destination, it's about the journey there.
It's about the chaos in the middle.
Yes. The Sparky Boom Gauntlet.
Okay, well, now in 2 weeks, we'll see if there's a TPK.
Unless we to delay it further.
Right,
We
we shall see.
continue to delay.
All right. Well, this
We're
has
putting
been
it
great,
off.
you guys.
Tell
Are
your
you guys
partner-
scared or something?
No.
No.
Can I tell your partner I put the timeline of poker in the logistics chat?
Oh, cool. Yeah, they'll see it. We are going to raid out to a group called High Shelf Collective. They're playing Pathfinder 2e right now.
Cool.
So go
Hells
give them
yeah.
some love.
All right.
And
All
this has
aboard
been
the raid
great.
train.
It said we're not able to raid them yet.
Oh, I think you
What the
need. I think you might need affiliate to raid.
I'm going to try raiding this other channel that's playing Delver's Heart. Hey, we're raiding.
Too long.
Oh, okay. I guess people just turn it off then.
I guess so. I'm like, way back 2020, 2019, you used to be able to raid even if you had like nothing going on.
Yeah.
You could raid without even starting a stream.
Oh,
I used to do
Alright.
that just to spam people when I was like watching their streams.
So your
Well,
stream
this has been great
go-
fun.
theirs, right?
And this will, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey guys.
Bye.